Hey you guys, and welcome back to my voice cracked. Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Is my head cut off? All these technical difficulties. Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you happen to be new here, my name is Erica and I make videos about lifestyle, motherhood realness, and becoming your best self. If that type of content interests you, be sure to check out some of my other videos and hit that subscribe button so that you do not miss my next one. Today I decided that I wanted to make this a whole series about overcoming anxiety. Anxiety is something that I have battled with for many years. It's something that's really important for me to address and, if at all possible, help others with, because I know that it doesn't feel good and I want you to know that you are not alone. I'm not on here to give medical advice. I'm simply here to share my experience and what has worked for me. So if you want to know more about how I manage my own anxiety and the tips that I have for you, then keep on watching. So anxiety can manifest and show itself in many different ways depending on who you are and how you are. However, anxiety can be boiled down to one of these two things. You are either worrying about the future or you are replaying the past. Which is why oftentimes when we're feeling anxious, we're having a really hard time staying in the present moment. Physically, we're here, but mentally, our mind is just running off somewhere else. Some examples of this is maybe you are driving in your car and you realize you've made it from point A to point B, but you don't really remember the in-between. You don't remember stopping at the stoplights, or you don't remember making a left and a right turn. And that is because physically we were there, but mentally maybe our mind was off running someplace else. Or another example of this is maybe someone is talking to you and you need to ask them to repeat themselves because mentally you were thinking about something else. Another example is if we're eating, maybe we just finished our meal but we didn't even taste our food because we were thinking about something else. We were physically there but not mentally there. These are just some examples. A quote that has really stuck with me is that our highest self exists in the present moment. And to me, this just means that we are our happiest, or we're able to be our happiest and our truest selves when we are truly living in the moment, moment by moment. So I know you're wondering, Erica, how do I stay present? I have so many things on my plate. I have XYZ to worry about. And I totally get it. Life is real. Life can be tough. Life can be hard. Things don't always go our way. And sometimes life just feels very overwhelming. I totally understand that it's in our nature to be problem solvers, but I do want to point out a difference between worrying and problem solving. Oftentimes when we're feeling anxious, we are repeating the same thoughts over and over again, and we're actually not problem solving, and we're actually not coming up with any solutions. We are just thinking and overthinking and feeling worse and feeling worse. Does that sound familiar? I know that I can do this a lot. Obviously, that's why I'm making this video, to help you guys. I say all of that to say that worrying about the future or replaying the past will never ever change either of those things. I want to encourage you that there is enough time and space to think things through with a calm mind and a level spirit. Let's get into some of the techniques that you can use to bring yourself back into the present moment when you find your mind quite literally running away from you. The first technique that I want to touch on with you guys is deep breathing. Now, I know that this can sound silly to some or maybe very normal and useful to others, but breathing is something that we do all day long, and we obviously do it unconsciously most of the time. But breathing is something that we can always bring ourselves back to. We don't need to be in a special place to do it. And there's many different breathing techniques, but I just want to keep it simple for you guys and talk about deep breathing. Taking deep, slow breaths and being conscious of that, drawing your attention back into your body, really helps to regulate your system and connects your mind back to your body. From stress.org, deep breathing increases the supply of oxygen to the brain and stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes a state of calmness. So it's proven with science that if you are taking time to take deep, long breaths in your day, you are just able to bring yourself back to your own body. Sometimes it can really help with the racing thoughts to just bring your attention back to your breath. You could do this anywhere at any time. The second technique that I want to talk about is using your senses as an anchor to the present moment. I want to talk specifically about the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 grounding technique, which is actually a commonly known technique for anxiety, and so I want to explain it to you guys here and now. So starting with 5, what are 5 things that you can physically see right now? So the purpose of this exercise is to, again, take yourself out of your mind, back into your body, and using your senses as an anchor to the present moment. So what are 5 things that you can see right now? I could see trees, I could see houses, I can see the little curb stoppers because I'm in a parking lot. I can see my steering wheel, and now I forgot how many things I was counting. I can see trees, houses, curb stopper, my steering wheel, and I could see the lens of my camera as I'm recording this video. There are 4 things that I could touch or feel. Now I could reach in front of me and I feel the interior of my steering wheel. I can physically feel the paper that my notes are taken on. I can touch the cord of my camera. I can touch my water bottle. Now, what are 3 things that I can hear? I can hear the soft breathing of my daughter sleeping in the back seat. I can hear the rumble of thunder. And I can hear a motorcycle off in the distance. What are 2 things that I can smell? I can smell this coffee. It smells really sweet, and I can smell that rainy day smell because it's a rainy day. What's one thing I can taste? Just my saliva. The point of this exercise was now I fully brought myself out of my mind and back into my physical body. So if you're ever feeling anxious, you can bring yourself to the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique, back to the present moment. Something that has helped me recently, this brings me to a 3rd technique, is using affirmations to ground yourself in the present moment. One affirmation that has helped me lately to bring myself back into the present moment is right here, right now. And I repeat to myself, right here, right now. Because sometimes I feel my mind getting away from me and I'm thinking about the week ahead of me or the year ahead of me or the life ahead of me. But when we're doing that, we're robbing ourselves of this present moment. All that is right here, right now. So I don't know, maybe just try it. If you're ever feeling like your mind is getting away from you, affirming to yourself right here, right now, feeling grateful and safe right here, right now, right here, right now. Obviously, it brings you into the here and the now, and hopefully you're safe and you are okay right here and right now. This brings your awareness away from the what ifs and into the what is. Technique number 4 that I want to talk about is narrating your actions. This is yet another way that we could just bring ourselves back into the present moment. So, for example, may sound silly, but it's something that I do for myself when I find my mind getting away from me, is simply just narrating what I'm doing. So if I was brushing my teeth, I would be saying to myself out loud or in my head, I'm picking up my toothbrush right now. I am putting the toothpaste on, putting the toothbrush in my mouth. Now I'm brushing my teeth. Now I'm rinsing my mouth. Now I'm brushing my tongue, so on and so forth. Or I'm picking up this paper. I am putting on my shoes. I am on a walk. And Once again, all of this is intended to just bring you out of your mind and into your body, which is the whole goal. We want to stay present. We want to bring ourselves back into the right here and the right now, because that is truly all we have. We don't have yesterday anymore. It only exists in our memory, and we don't even have tomorrow yet. We're just living life moment by moment. Tip number 5, and it's to ground yourself in gratitude. A quote that has really stuck with me is that you cannot be anxious and grateful at the same time. They're opposites. You can make it a daily practice to write down what you're grateful for. That's something that I have incorporated into my morning routine and something that I like to start my day with. It's something that you can get into the habit of doing each day just to ground yourself before you take on your day. Or when you catch yourself feeling anxious, you can even just start to say out loud what you're grateful for. For example, if I'm worrying about a job that I may or may not get, and I'm just spinning my wheels, can't stop thinking about it, I can just say, instead, I am grateful. I'm grateful for my safe, warm bed, and I'm grateful for my house, the safety of my house, and being able to come home to it. I'm grateful for this car that I'm in, that I'm able to drive. I'm grateful for this camera. It could be anything. I'm grateful for running water. I'm grateful for clean water to drink. I'm grateful for hot showers. I'm grateful that I have food in the fridge. And this just really gives us some perspective. Number 6, I just want to offer to you a mindset shift. I don't want you to be shaming yourself if you struggle with anxiety, if you have for a long time and you still do. It's okay to invite your anxiety to come and to go. Understand that it is a feeling and not an identity. If it comes, don't beat yourself up or meet it with aggression or frustration, but instead you can meet yourself with love and understanding and compassion. If anxiety or anxious thoughts are a cloud, you are not that cloud, you are the sky. Allow it to pass through. If you're capable of taking it on, you're also capable of letting it go. I know that anxiety can feel horrible, but I want to encourage you that you are not powerless against it. And another quote, because I guess we just love quotes out here, is one that my mom actually shared with me recently, and it's peace of mind is piece by piece. And to me, one way that I can interpret this is just if you can catch yourself one time feeling anxious and just turning your mindset around or bringing yourself back into the present moment, that is progress. If you just identifying that you are in control, or identifying that you feel anxiety but that you're not anxiety, that is progress. I just want you to feel held and seen and supported and not alone. Anxiety is something that so many of us go through. I know that there's a lot to be anxious about, but that anxious thoughts, anxiety does not serve us, and we are worthy of feeling better and rising above it. Thank you for joining me for today's video. I look forward to adding to this series as I curate more things that have helped me or are currently helping me with my anxiety. I'm going to link my other video about anxiety, insecurities, and burnout down below. And I hope that you guys are doing well. Remember that you're never alone, that everything is going to be okay. I'm sending you all my love and light, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Be sure to hit that like button and drop down a comment if you try any of these techniques moving forward. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, you guys.